Here's why the Moldovan passports is extremely interesting from the perspective of global mobility, and why you may want to consider obtaining the Moldovan passports. Hello and welcome back to the Travel Reports. Today I wanted to go over why you may want to obtain a passport from this beautiful country of Moldova. There is the flag over there. And while many Moldovans will tell you that their country is not a place you want to get the passport of, and they'll say, oh, it's very poor, it's not a passport that obviously has great freedom of movement, which is wrong, by the way. One of the most powerful passports in the region, in fact. However, there isn't a lot of people that will say, oh yes, you should get the Moldovan passport. And the reason that is because it has a very strong presence of hatred in its own country. But outside, it unlocks a lot of benefits to anyone, especially from a more disadvantaged country, like let's use an example, Nigeria or a Russia. And it is politically entirely neutral. So it's a neutral passport that no one's going to think about. And no one hates Moldova. They don't think about Moldova, but no one hates Moldova. And this is something that, of course, is beneficial if you are looking to increase privacy, lower regulatory oversights, lower KYC data that is collected on you. As actually, many people don't know, but FATF, gray-listed and blacklisted countries, go through extra vetting. And this is something that obviously is not great for people from these countries, and especially places that consistently go in and out of gray list or blacklist standards. You have places like Honduras or Nicaragua, places like this, where FATF gray list is just something they flip between every few years. That is massively damaging to how things operate and how your bank operates and whether or not they want to deal with you. And as time goes on, I believe that friendshoring and nearshoring will be extremely prevalent, and Moldova kind of is just neutral. With the increasing pressure of places in the EU itself to not be neutral, it's nice to kind of be able to spend time here, and I'm American. People are okay with me. I've seen plenty of Russians here. People are okay with the Russians. I've seen plenty of Ukrainians here. People are okay with the Ukrainians. And so there's a thought that in this country you kind of get a mix of people that are not really looking to be political and are kind of very much in the neutral frame of mind. And while it does take a while, it takes 10 years from permanent residency, so you would have to renew your documentation for 15 years total, 5 years in temporary residence, 10 years in permanent residence. That creates a timeline where actually you don't even have to live in the country. And so this is something that, of course, is beneficial if you are looking in the far future for a passport that is improving, that is going in the correct direction. And there's not much they can do about wanting or not wanting to be neutral, because they sort of have to by default, as places like Gagauzia or like Transnistria, or what is called Transnistria, are very sensitive subjects. Of course, they do not want to push them out or push them too hard to break neutrality, as they are very much a sensitive and sore subject. And they believe that, of course, these are parts of Moldova, and internationally they are recognized as a part of Moldova. And so it's with this that you can create large amounts of potential business setups with this, and of course, getting a passport gives you priority access over certain things. Additionally, due to former Soviet laws and farmlands being a sore subject for all of the people in most nations, but especially former Soviet space, as land rights have historically been given all to whoever is wealthy enough. This creates a divide if you're not a citizen, to where you don't know whether or not you are sort of able to gain land rights until you are a citizen, and so you can become a citizen and you gain full land rights. And of course, in lieu of this, especially if you are marrying a Moldovan, you gain sort of a protective shield from Romania, as the national language in Moldova is Romanian, and it is something around 80% ethnic Romanians in Moldova. And so you get sort of a non-Romanian passport, which is neutral. It doesn't play politics, and so sort of gain something of a benefit in that regard. I apologize for the cars going by and the people. It was wild just then. However, with this, the main advantage is that Moldova is growing, and it's growing at one of the fastest rates in Europe. So you get a passport of a growing country that wants people who can bring expertise, wants foreigners who are loyal to the state, not in a sense of politics, but in a sense of job creation, in a sense of value creation. And so if you're looking at all to gain Moldovan citizenship, we can talk about the potential of you getting Moldovan citizenship on a consult call. This consult call is 100% free for 15 minutes. And yeah, if you're looking for that, it's down in the description down below. This has been Traveling Reports, and if you liked the video, feel free to leave a like. If you really liked it, feel free to share. And if you're looking to join the journey, feel free to subscribe. This has been the Traveling Report, and I'm signing off.